Summer Game Fest brings us some of the biggest new games of the year from every major publisher and developer. So what kind of things do we think we will see? Here are just a few of my predictions. We're going to start off strong with Persona 4 Revival. Now, it was first shown off to the world a year ago at Xbox Conference, but we didn't really see an awful lot, and the marketing deal Atlas had with Xbox has likely reached its end now. So Atlas has some wiggle room on where it will appear, and my money would be the main showcase. And of course, I think it's more likely we'll finally see some character models and a proper showcase of the dungeons. And if we're really lucky, some of the voice cast will get announced. A release date is a hard sell, but a release window, now that could be likely here. After the success of Leon Sex Kennedy's big return in February, we know that they're working on some form of DLC, and considering that the last few years there've always been some form of Resident Evil game shown off here at Summer Game Fest, what exactly that will contain, can only speculate. Chris gets a couple of name drops in the main game, so he seems a natural suggestion. The copium is being huffed to get Ada in there, and maybe we will get an answer about Leon's wife. I'm not holding my breath, but I still think they're going to find a way to shoehorn in Rosemary Winters again and keep her in the conversation, ready for a mainline game with her at the helm in approximately another 8 years. But this is where I think it's going to get remarkably interesting. They will likely show us off the DLC. Towards the end of the trailer, though, there'll be an end tag with a character from the DLC. But it's not the DLC, it's Code Veronica's announcement, and the crowd goes wild. It's probably going to be Chris. Because, you know, that makes more sense. But I can't wait to see the return of Claire, the better Redfield. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra has been in development for a number of years now, one of the producers and writers being gaming legend Amy Hennig, known for her work across the Uncharted series as well as Legacy of Kain. Currently, we haven't seen an awful lot about this game, and it's been pushed from its early 2026 release schedule, so hopefully we'll get a more fully realized trailer and a new release window, if not a release date. Although I think this game is probably worried about GTA 6 overshadowing it if it releases too close to it. Now, one of my favourite Telltale properties was always The Wolf Among Us. After playing the game, I fell in love with the comics the game is based off, Fable, and it's a massively fun read and I highly recommend it. But when original Telltale shut down, the second season was naught but a hopeful wish. I was honestly pretty sad about it. But when Telltale was revived from the dead, and its first new game announcement was The Wolf Among Us 2. So it's been 7 years now, and it's actually been a number of years since Telltale has launched a game. So hopefully they finally have made some progress, and we'll not just get a trailer, but a release date. And honestly, because of its episodic nature, I could even believe that the first episode is going to get shadow dropped. We know we're getting a shadow drop of something at Summer Game Fest. So why couldn't it be this? Let me huff my copium in peace, guys. But there's another possibility that could appear from Remedy, and it's the remake of Max Payne 1 and 2. And well, if rumours are to be believed, full production's been in full force, but Remedy isn't involved in the marketing of it, as Rockstar remains the owner of the IP and are one of the publishers. So the most I would expect is a small trailer with a launch date that would be next year. While the games will be different enough in scope, Rockstar won't be prepared to affect the sales of Max Payne by putting it against its massively big hitter, GTA 6. Now, FromSoft might have set themselves a bit of a high bar after Elden Ring. And since we've not had a proper Souls title from them since, we have had an Armored Core game, but the main focus has been recently Duskbloods, another player versus environment game, and that's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, which does have a lot of Bloodborne DNA from what we've seen, but it's not what we hoped. And while more Duskbloods will be the main shout to see from FromSoft here, I can't help but feel that there might be something else from FromSoft. While a Bloodborne remaster seems to be a completely unlikely event, more likely is they're the next big Souls experience. And what that will look like, it's anyone's guess. They've done Gothic fantasy, they've done open world, they've done Japanese fantasy. I wouldn't be surprised if they explore another kind of theme for the next one. So, Marvel games have been becoming a lot more prominent in recently. But it's not just been Insomniac that's been working on them, even if Insomniac seems to have a large monopoly on them. Arcane, the developers behind Dishonored series, are working on a Blade game. And while we haven't seen too much about it, the Blade-based combat See what I did there? That they are used to is enough for some major excitement, and for those like me that prefer the third-person viewpoint, the game is supposed to be in that. So I'd expect either a short story trailer here with a release window as most. Not really seen too much yet, so a release window is probably the best we can expect. Well, those are just some of my predictions for what I think we might see at Summer Game Fest later this week. But of course, let me know down in the comments if you agree with me, or if you think I might have missed something. But don't forget to subscribe, and of course, why not check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/the_entitledgamer. I'm live multiple times a week playing a wide variety of games. But for now, bye!